Damius, you've got your hand up. Which story would you like to start with?
That's the main topic, person versus nation.
Excellent. So we've got, and what's the guy's name? Protagonist? That's okay, Damius. Don't worry about it. I'll help you out there. Tom, I assume it's pronounced Beneke. Okay, so you're saying it's person versus nature. And let's just clarify the nature a little bit. So what is the natural environment that he's coming into conflict with?
Like the outside, like that ticket's people.
Yes, the ledge, basically. We need to fill in the rest. So, Damius, do you want to continue, or do you want to pass it off to somebody else? You want to fill in motivation? What is, no? Somebody help out Damius. What does Tom want? Billy.
He wants to survive so he can see his wife.
Do we have another motivation for Tom beyond that? Zach? He wants his paper. And we can understand that one motivation turns into another. He starts with the motivation to retrieve his paper. Once he realizes he's endangering his own life, it switches to survival. So we start here and go to here. In your writing, discuss both, discuss either. Motivation of the ledge of the building. Nature can't have motivation, right? So nature is, by definition, not a character with will or intention or intelligence. It just is. So when you're filling in motivation, the ledge of the building, you might describe why it is conflicting with this. Gravity. What is nature's motivation in this case? Gravity. It will obey physical laws. Things will fall, including him. Okay. Good enough. Write that claim. We've got this information. We have Beneke and his interest in survival. We have the ledge of the building and its obedience to the laws of gravity coming into conflict. I want to write a sentence. I want to write a claim. There's a formula here in what we've written. Let me identify it for you. I start with, Riley, go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, like, an example of like how to start.
Okay, hold on just one second. Let me give the formula, and then you can go ahead and do it. I'm going to give you a formula that you should pretty much follow when you're writing these sorts of claims. So please pay attention closely to this formula. This is an easy way to start these topic sentences. And tomorrow you'll write a paragraph. Your first sentence should look something like this. In the pedestrian, Ray Bradbury. In, whatever the title is, in the contents of a dead man's pockets. Who's the author? Jack Finney. And then tell what he does. In this case, if you're responding to a prompt that says, explain the conflict, for instance, if your prompt is, explain the person versus nature conflict in contents of a dead man's pockets, your response would look very similar to this. And you have three parts. There's your basic literary analysis claim. Okay, here's our information. Riley's going to take it and transform it into a claim for us. Riley, go ahead.
I was just going to start it.
Go ahead.
In quotation. Connected to the dead man's pocket. In quotation. And then the other's name, Jack Finney.
I can't remember. Is that with an E-Y or just a Y? E-Y. Thank you, Riley. Okay. Riley started this off. Excellent job. Thank you very much. In contents, Jack Finney. Billy, pick it up.
It poses the conflict between
Keep going.
Tom and nature.
Excellent. Oh, I'm sorry. In which? Okay.
Which
Yep.
is trying to survive in a hole and outside is making it hard.
Thank you, Billy. Excellent draft of a sentence. I think we're going to need to do some tightening up here. First thing you notice, looking at this, a little bit lengthy, a little bit wordy. And I know that my previous sentence, the pedestrian claim, wasn't exactly the shortest sentence in the world, but I think we can narrow this down a little bit. So let's see how we can do that. Let's see here. Max, what do you want to do? Anything.
Get rid of, like, how it says between Tom, like,
Mhm.
say he was trying to survive there, and then say the nature was trying to get from him.
Okay. Good. Notice, and I'll clarify what Max has said. Max is correct. I want to show you what Billy has done that he's trying to correct. Billy has said, here's Tom, and here's nature. And here's the motivation, and here's kind of the motivation of this. So he has, these two are connected, but notice that he separated them in the sentence. So Billy has all the information there. It's just rearranged a little bit. What Max wants to do is take this trying to survive, put it next to Tom, take this making it hard, put it next to nature. I like that. Good job, Max. Because of that, I did the same thing. Leonard Mead's need for activity. Leonard Mead is the protagonist. Activity is the motivation. I put them next to each other. And society's need for passivity. Society is the antagonist. Passivity is their motivation. I put them next to each other. Oh, going too fast. So David, how do you think you're going to, are you going to say something else or were you going to do that? Go ahead.
Another conflict would be person versus mind. Like during the story, it's like talking to himself, challenging his mind.
David, you're absolutely correct. In fact, I was thinking the exact same thing when I was reading this story. There are two conflicts. One is person versus nature. The other is person versus self. And once again, we have to determine what the two needs are in Tom Beneke. Let's hold off on that one for a moment so we can finish the claim about the person versus nature, and then David will talk about the person versus self. How will we take trying to survive and put it next to Tom, and take making it hard and put it next to nature? That's the question, right? Kenley, have an idea? Tell you what, just stop it right here and think about if you were to erase those bottom 3.5 lines, how you would rewrite those lines. So in Contents of a Dead Man's Pocket, Jack Finney imposes the conflict between